Hey guys, welcome back to another Martin News review, and this time we have here the amazing Spider-Man from Mezco Toys, and I'm very excited because this is my very first Mezco action figure, and here we have the beautiful box with an amazing draw inspired by Steve Ditko's Spider-Man, of course, and very beautiful. I was expecting to be this steel box like the Wolverine Mezco, but it isn't. But yeah, even though I really love the background of the box, here we can see some of the characters, the Sinister Six here with the Vulture, Sandman here, Kraven the Hunter. Here we have Mysterio, and here on the side Electro, only left out Doc Ock. By the way, I have a review of the Sinister Six action figures from Marvel Legends, so please check that out. But first, let's see this amazing figure. Of course, very beautiful, as I say. The logo is amazing. Spider-Man, great art put on the box, and the Green Goblin here. There's a figure of that character, and I'm hope that I will able to have that figure in a future. But let's see. Of course, now is the moment. Let's crack this open up and let's see what is inside. And this is how the figure looks out of the box with all of its accessories, and oh boy, is really packed. The amount of accessories is amazing. It came with 4 interchangeable head sculpts, 8 interchangeable pair of hands, a lot of web accessories. It even has the backpack like the Mafex Spider-Man Black Suit Spider-Man, a web mask for the enemies, I think, a newspaper, camera, the tracker device, and of course the trackers, the spider trackers, a effect for the spider sense, a base, and that thing I didn't really like it, but I thought that it was an alternative base for the arm, but it just, I think you can attach to the wall somewhere, perhaps in a glass, I don't know. But yeah, it's really packed. We are gonna check everything in a moment, but now let's see the figure and continue with the video. And let's see the figure in a close-up. Very nice indeed. I really like the head sculpt here. It's a Ditko era. Very beautiful. I really like. It doesn't the plastic here and the soft goods of the suit. It isn't that different. It's very well blend. Here we can see here a little bit of a mist paint here. The sculpt here is supposed to be this line. This is a quality control issue. Yeah, it still is great, and I haven't noticed until this moment. So yeah, it's for now. It's for this reason that we make these reviews, to see all the details possible on the action figures. Very beautiful. I really like it. Very nice indeed. Of course, the proportions, it can be a little off. The head is a little bigger for the body, but I really like it. It feels like there's a person under that suit and under the mask, of course. Let's see the articulation here. Very nice. Oops. Let's see the articulation. Very nice indeed. He can look down that much. With great range here. On the neck is a separate piece here. It doesn't have a lot of movement. Yeah. He can go down in the diaphragm. Of course, the wrinkles of the suit, it happens Some people don't like soft goods for that reason, but I don't mind. It's just realistic because well, it's a soft goods material. Here we can see the movement on the shoulder. Of course, this can't be rotated because well of the suit hinders. But yeah, it isn't supposed to. We humans can't rotate that in that motion like that. And of course, we must be very careful because the material here can be damaged. I'm be a little tough with this just to well to taste the the stiffness. I've been a little tougher here just to well to try to taste the durability. That of course after this video I will not move. I love this figure. Yeah, it doesn't have a butterfly joint. Is it a little disappointed in that? I am disappointed in that regard. Yeah, we must be very careful. I really like how the blue parts feel on the touch. Very nice range here. Very beautiful indeed. It doesn't rotate a lot. It had some rotation here on the leg, but yeah, it has boot rotation. Swivel here. It doesn't have a swivel like for example the Marvel Legends, and a doesn't have a it doesn't have a toe articulation, which is kind of disappointed. Yeah, very beautiful indeed. Now let's see the accessories. The figure came with two extra head sculpt with open eyes, very similar. And if you wonder why, well, this is because well, this head sculpt has a gimmick. The eyes can turn on with a light inside, with a LED. I'm gonna show you in a moment. But yeah, very nice detail. Some other paint quality control issues here on both the mask. Here is more noticeable, but in the far it doesn't look that much of it doesn't bother me a lot. So let's check out how to turn on the eyes of this head sculpt. So in order to turn on these LEDs inside of the mask, we need these two batteries. I really like that it came with a blister. So yeah, let's show you how I put these. There is this switch here, and just remove this ball joint here, as we can see the circuit and how it's supposed to be. Let's try to put the batteries, and let's continue. So yeah, once we put the batteries is very difficult. It's kind of difficult because the batteries are super tiny. You just put it on the in the mask. This, and to turn on the switch, well, we need this device, this tool, just to help us with the activation of the LEDs. So of course, due to the lights of my setup, it doesn't show you, but in a moment I'm gonna turn off the lights. Let's see how it looks in a moment. Yeah, as we can see, very nice. Let's turn off the upper light of the top. Yeah, in person looks better, and due to my configuration of the camera, it doesn't, you can appreciate it, but yeah, looks okay. I will not maintain this appearance for the character wall because the electronics can be damaged in the future, and I don't want to. I rather prefer to leave it just with this mask. Yeah, very nice detail, very nice gimmick. And it came with these two half masked Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and I want to show you these separated from the body because I found a massive, almost massive quality control issue with this ball joint. It was due to this head sculpt be two parts here on the mask of Spider-Man and the Peter Parker face. Well, they apply some super glue in to attach these pieces together, but in the meanwhile they just apply the glue, just stick to this part of the ball joint, and it was like this. So it was very difficult to to make it move. I have to kinda separate these. I already super glue these already, but yeah, it's a little disappointed. But yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't ruin the overall figure. Let's try to do the body. So yeah, here we have it attached to the body, looking amazing. I really like it. It's such an iconic uh, head sculpt for the character, especially in the moment where his spider senses is an alert. And it came with this extra piece of plastic to represent this moment. But in order to put the effect, I it came with this a back hole here, but it you can attach to the head sculpt none of them, and you need the base. Yes, just to put it like this, very very tough. Let's try to put it, and this is another arm for the base here. You just need to, this is separate, but yeah, it's a very strange decision to put it like this. Let's try to make it possible, and here we have it. Almost there. Yeah, it's super separate from the body. Yeah, I can try to put it near to him. This, yeah, such an odd way to to resolve this issue of this accessory. Yeah, very nice indeed. And here we have the Peter Parker head sculpt. I like it, not that much, especially because the right eye is just on the top. We can see is it isn't it isn't symmetrical. We can see it's very strange indeed. It's more noticeable if we put the figure on this angle, for this a little bit. Yeah. Um, I like it because it feels like a older figure, a vintage figure if you want. Very nice detail here on the head sculpt, on the hair. Very very nice. And we can put the glasses for this head sculpt here. It came with this pair of glasses. Just let's try to put it. It even had some augmentation for the glasses, and we can put it with the camera as well. Very nice here, very tiny, and it came with two extra straps for the camera, I think. Let's try to put it like this. Very nice, very nerdy. Peter Parker is a nerd. Okay, and one thing, the ball joint of the head sculpt of this head sculpt is a little tiny, making this very very soft, very loose, and it shouldn't. But yeah, other than that, I really like how it looks. overall. So it also came with an extra mask off to put it on one of the hands. I'm gonna try to put it on the fist right now to see how it looks. Very nice indeed. And also a backpack, a web backpack, just like the Mayfix Spider-Man, black suit Spider-Man. Let's try to put it on the back and complete the look of the nerdy Peter Parker just about to mask on and fight the crime of New York City. Very beautiful. I really like it. It doesn't have the glasses doesn't have a peg hole to be attached, but it still holds well enough. Yeah, I really love these looks. Fantastic. Amazing. These are the 8 interchangeable pair of hands. Very nice. I really like that it came with a separate blister. It just helps with the management of the accessories. And even though they include a ziplock here, just to put all the accessories, I think some people like to manage the accessories of their figures with ziplocks or other boxes. Yeah, I am not that kind of a collector. Let's see in a moment each one of the pair of hands and continue. He includes 2 extra pair of hands to grab the some accessories. For example, this I think is the tracker device when he will put the little spiders. In a moment I will show you, and of course as well I think the mask we can attach this in a more natural way. Yeah, very nice. Now let's see the tracker devices here. The spider, very nice. It came with this blister, which I highly appreciate. And let's try to open it without losing any one. And it feels like quite easily, and are very tiny, almost like a real spider. We can see the great detail of the sculpt here. Let's try to focus, and I'm very afraid to put this out. I don't think it's magnetic or something like this, I don't know. But yeah, just quite nice to have, to know to have. But it's I'm very frightened to put these accessories and use them out of this video. It came with 2 extra relaxed hands. Very nice detail on the web design of the gloves. Of course, I sprayed out fingers, and this can be used to wall crawling poses, but there's another pair of hands to do so, I think. Yeah, even though it's a great addition, maybe in an action pose, waiting for a foe here, I don't know, like this, perhaps. Very nice. Yeah. And there are these 2 pair of hands that came together. I think this is for the camera, especially for the because of the finger here of the index. I'm gonna try to attach the camera just to expecting to be functioning here in a moment. So yeah, the definitely the strap hinders a lot to put this. But yeah, it looks amazing. And it came with 2 extra pair of hands to grab the web accessories like this. I think it is for that. Let's try to put it on the figure. And let's try to see this web accessory. Is very nice. I really like it. On person it looks more pearlescent. Camera I don't think is camera I don't think is capable of catch that. Yeah, I really like it, especially because Will is more like a McFarlane web style. And this figure is supposed to be more like a classic Spider-Man figure from the Ditko era. Yeah, very nice indeed. And here we have him with the wall crawling pair of hands. Very nice indeed. I really like it. I really like how it looks, even though it's on an invisible wall. And of course, there isn't a Spider-Man figure without a pair of sweep hands. They had a little dent under the part of the palm to put the web accessories and help to get fixed in a position. And let's try to put this short web. And yeah, it's kind of difficult to put it on camera, so bear with me please. Let's try to push the hand, and here we go. And also came with this longer web line with this ring. I think is for the foes, of course. Try to put it on the other hand. And yeah, here we have him looking fantastic, spectacular. And finally, these two extra right hands. I don't know why this hand isn't left. Yeah, is an index hand, and he says, "Hey, you, leave a like, please." And I really like this because, well, it reminds you, please leave a like to this video. And it also came with a shield, web shield, very nice. We can see the straps here. I think it's called that like that. Let's try to put it first. Very nice. It has this pearlescent effect applied to the plastic, and the sculpt is fantastic. Really like it. And of course, the elephant in the room is the parachute here. Very nice. I think is from, of course, the comics. Let's try to put it like this. And I'm wondering how the figure will hold these the instructions like this. These are the instructions. Yeah, let's try to put it in a moment out of camera, of course, because, well, I will take too long. And here we have him with the parachute, looking very nice, very cartoonish, and I really like it. And physics, baby, and this is how it can hold itself on the air. Of course, to put this floating, and we need the base. But yeah, very nice. I'm surprised with this accessory. And it came with this extra web accessory. This is a wire, so it can be possible. Yeah, I don't know exactly how I will use this. Perhaps I will look on some images of other people or the promotional photos. Yeah, perhaps use it with this to complete the ring. I don't know, but yeah, it's a nice thing to have. And finally, we have here the web mask for the enemies. Very nice detail on the sculpt, and let's try to put it on the Marvel Legends Sandman from the retro card. Oh, very nice indeed. And one thing I forget completely is the newspaper. It's a piece of plastic, a soft plastic. It's a great detail, fantastic detail on the print on this newspaper. Here we can clearly see Spider-Man. Spider-Man's identity is still a mystery. And here the X-Men. This is Charles Xavier, I think. Mention even Bruce Banner. I cannot see clearly what is this, but I think it's a Spider-Man. And on the back, very beautiful print of a frame of Spider-Man. Spider-Man saves city again. Very nice indeed. And here we have it next to the Marvel Legends Sandman. I really like how they look together, especially well because the Spider-Man here looks amazing, and the size is just fantastic. I really like it. It's supposed to be a teenager, and this reflects very nice indeed. And here we have the Mezco head sculpt from Peter Parker next to the Renew Your Vows head sculpt and the Marvel Legends Peter Parker. Let's see in a close-up very quickly here. Very, I really like it. This is more like an adult version, of course. Yeah, there's some difference, but even the hairstyle looks similar, which I appreciate. And of course, the camera here just bigger and has some less details paint application like this comparing to this. But yeah, very nice. I really like it. They look together amazing, even though the height difference, as we can see, is evident, but it's supposed to be a more adult Peter Parker. It still can look great together. And here we have it next to a couple of Marvel Legends from the kind of the same release date, which is the Amazing Spider-Man, the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man first appearance, and of course the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And this is supposed to be before this representation of the character, and is a little taller than this, and the eyes aren't as squished like this. But yeah, even though I don't know, I really like it, and yeah, it looks fantastic. Of course, this is just another style of figure. The musculature of the figure is just another level, and this is more realistic kind of thing. But yeah, I really like it how they look all the three together. And here we have it next to the Ben Reilly Mayfix Spectacular Spider-Man. Very nice indeed. The height is kind of there. Of course, this is a complete different manufacturer, but yeah, we can expect some difference. But this is closer. This figure is closer in height, and comparing to, for example, the Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends tends to be taller. But yeah, we can see clearly here the height difference, like this. Yes. Okay, very nice indeed. I really like how they look together. I like my figures how they look together. Is that a surprise? I don't think so. And finally, we have him next to the Supergirl from Amazing Yamaguchi, another amazing figure. And this is from our last video review on the channel before this, of course, so please check that out. And I'm very happy with these two figures, and very excited for the future. And now my final thoughts for the Mezco Toyz, the Amazing Spider-Man. Even though I found some limitations with the articulation, I think it can and must be improved in future releases from Mezco, sadly dealing with some QCs, and my third complaint is with the Peter Parker head sculpt. The paint application is not okay, and the expression itself is like he's watching a boy, so lifeless. But with that glasses, it's kind of fixed. Putting that aside, I have a blast playing with this figure. The points of articulation that I already have feels very fun to play with, especially in the legs, seems so right. And of course the suit is fantastic. I am a sucker for soft goods, and I think this is the epitome of soft goods on the 1/12 scale. My only hope is that the materials can last a long time, particularly with the red patterns. I really dig the era that it was inspired with. I am not a huge fan of the squinty eyes, but it's so classic you can't hate it. And it has so much accessories that it's hard to decide what to set on the shelf. That is almost a headache. but a good one if that has any logic. The proportions doesn't bother me, and perhaps I needed to check my eyes, but seems realistic. And yeah, the Mezco Green Goblin is almost under my target, and I know there is a Duck Ock by Mezco for the next year, and this is definitely getting out of hand, but that is what this channel is for. So please remember, leave a like, share and subscribe, and we are gonna see us on the next collection.